Alright, motherfuckers, we back.
Back at it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call Us podcast.
One time for the one time.
I am your host, X, and I'm here with my brother from another mother, Dub. What's happening?
What's happening, brother?
Hey, man, you know what it is.
We are back, man. It's episode number 46.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why I feel like we've been gone for a while, but we haven't. We just recorded last week. But for some reason, it feels like it's maybe because we had a holiday in between. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Y'all know what it is. We are on YouTube.
YouTube.
If you want to check us out, we are at the 2 Cent You Call Us podcast.
Mhm.
Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that little notification bell in the top right hand corner so you can see every time we post.
All that.
You know how we do. We busting out your eardrums on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. If you want to stream us for your listening pleasure.
I heard that.
First things first, my brother. Housekeeping rules. What's in your glass?
I have a God, what did I get? So I stopped by this restaurant and I got a lemonade.
Okay.
And I did sweet tea and I did peach tea and raspberry tea, and I dropped some rum off in that. So
okay,
it's a nice little half and half and half and half.
That's what's up.
Half and a 3 halves or 3/6. Whatever the fuck. I've been drinking. What's in your glass, brother?
I'm keeping it light today because we have already been drinking. We did a nice little happy hour, so keeping it light on this show. It's gonna be whiskey and tonic water. So
all right,
it's gonna be simple, not too much.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, it's 46, man.
46.
How was your week?
My week was actually, it was short as fuck.
We just coming off the 4th, which we don't even celebrate, but it's still a recognized national holiday, and I think we both. Well, you had it off.
Yeah, I had it off.
So how did you spend your 4th?
My 4th I spent here by myself.
Okay.
Sleeping the entire day, recovering, because Friday we recorded.
Yeah.
Went out to Hardwood Tavern, did karaoke. Got into a heated debate about.
We did.
About
So let's talk about it. Let's tell the people, because I feel like,
people don't understand our friendship.
They don't,
and it looks way more serious from the outside looking in.
I will say that I feel like so if you ever out with me and X, number one, we do not have one of those friendships that we just agree with each other and we keep moving. No,
we agree on a lot of shit.
We do.
People just assume that we just agree on everything.
No, we don't, and we will have an argument. And if we have an argument, I think we're both. I think we both have very strong opinions.
Yeah.
And we both stand on our opinions. And when we argue, it's like nobody's gonna give up.
Yeah. The thing is that made it worse, I think, is because the music it just got worse.
Yeah, because we had
to.
We had to yell over the music.
Otherwise, it would just be in this speaking voice right here.
Yeah,
and everything would be cool.
Yeah, we definitely gonna debate. I mean, at the end of the day, you were definitely wrong. But
I'm not gonna go down that path again. I have not had enough alcohol in my system, and I plan on performing at karaoke.
Yeah, man. We are going back to before what I just said. We are definitely not the kind of friends that's just going to agree with each other just for the sake of agreement. If we have a disagreement, we are definitely going to voice that disagreement, and we going to debate it. But at the end of the day, it's no love lost. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, we're going to give each other a hug like 5 minutes later.
Yeah, we straight up had a full-fledged argument that we was both fucking yelling at the top of our lungs because of the music. And then 5 minutes later, it was your turn for karaoke.
And I fucked that shit all the way up. Had no voice. Singing Ruben Studdard. It's like I missed a shot. It's like I dropped the ball. I was in that bitch sounding like Ray J.
Yeah. Dead. Not on
my
not
baby
on
is
the
born.
verses. Not on the verses. Yeah, man. But
Feeling real
yeah.
fat over here. I can't get around anything.
You struggling. You fucking struggling. But yeah, so we had that was Friday night. What else happened during your weekend?
After that, Saturday, I ended up going to a mutual friend of ours. He had a pool party.
Oh yeah.
And he was
I stopped by for a second.
hooking up the grill and shit.
Motherfucking cook.
Hey,
That's a
man.
definite.
Hey, I haven't eaten ribs like that in a minute, but I did that day.
Yeah.
Kind of pissed myself off. Got a little intoxicated. Sobered up a little bit. Drove home with my to-go plate on my dashboard, and I made a hard right, and that bitch went on the floor.
All of that shit it's still stains
Yeah,
on
it
the
still stays on the floor. So it's barbecue sauce and everything on my floor.
You had an additional experience.
Yeah. Got home, so I had so y'all heard I guess last week, Jay was in town for his celebration for finishing up his residency and all the other doctor shit that they do, I don't know. But he's officially practicing now.
Okay.
So he had a bowling party that night. So I was like, all right, I've been in the pool. Let me hurry up, get home, take a shower, and go. So I was still a little inebriated. Shower went good until I went to get out the fucking shower, and I busted my ass. Well, wasn't my ass. I did like a full scorpion. I was like doing a head spin and shit fucked my neck all the way up. Now just laying on the floor for a minute.
Bruh.
I had my shirt hanging up on the shower so you can get some steam. I knocked that shit in the shower. That shit's all wet. I was like, this shit is all fucked up. But I pulled myself up
Yo.
by the shower curtain, then went over to the bowling party and
Fucked your shit up.
yeah, man. I was fucked up for a minute. And then I got into another. Well, I didn't get into an argument, but I just had to voice my opinion about certain things that went on and stuff. And I think that a lot of times people just got Chelsea up here making faces and stuff. I just had to let them know that I didn't appreciate the way that they. I'm gonna try not to try to handle me, because I think one of my ex-girlfriends got mad because I told her not to try to handle me like that.
Don't handle me.
Yeah. But I just didn't like the way she kind of blew me off and stuff like
Okay.
that. But she said she had stuff going on, and I thought after that it was just cool. But you know me, I could be petty and just start joke on it.
Yeah.
But she was taking it as if like I just wouldn't let it go.
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like communication is key, and in that particular instance, I have to side with you, my brother,
I know you would.
because I feel like in that particular instance, that all that needed to happen was her to particularly voice that particular side,
Yeah.
and let you know what was going on versus
Yeah. And I didn't even care if it was what was going on. It would
Right.
have been like, oh no, I can't do it.
right. But
The response.
I was just yeah.
after that, because I try to make a little joke like, oh, post the stories. This why I can't get a message back on if you actually come in,
Yeah.
if your schedule is good, and like I do this when I want, and I'm not obligated to answer.
Yeah, and at the same time, I mean, I feel like that goes to the disgruntledness or the annoyance that we have as far as having guests on the show. The fact is that this is an actual production.
It is.
And whether it may be to your standard or your liking or whatever it may be, at the end of the day, we have to plan this. We have to produce it. We have to,
Especially if it's with multiple guests. You
Yeah.
have to coordinate everybody's schedule.
yes,
to
yes.
Understand.
And so the biggest thing in that regards is, if you're going to be on the show, especially if you say that you want to be on the show and you reached out to us, to be on the show and debate certain topics, then at least give us the decency of communicating.
Yeah.
I think-
we can actually talk about that topic we didn't get to last week if we have time.
I don't even remember the topic, but I'm sure you'll give it to me as soon as we get through a couple of other things on the docket. But yeah.
Other than that, man, yeah, my week that was the majority of highlights of my week. My neck is okay. I don't think I had a concussion. Other than that, I ate like a fucking fat ass. But surprisingly, I guess since I was sweating all weekend, I didn't gain that much weight. So that's pretty much it. What about your week, man?
Week was pretty good. The 4th of July was I'm not even gonna say stressful because a lot of times it is stressful. I work in the industry that we are most likely gonna work every 4th of July. So, you know, being at work, it is what it is. I've kind of gotten used to it. I've been in the field for 5 years, so I kind of know exactly what to expect. But at the same time, it is unexpected as far as how your day is gonna go on shift. So, you know, the 4th was kind of crazy. I will say that I did enjoy it, though. You know, ended up cooking out earlier that day. Kind of enjoyed some barbecue. So, yeah, it wasn't too bad. Enjoyed the 4th. Other than that, man, the week has been good. I have been off of work since Wednesday or Tuesday.
Starting your birthday celebration.
Starting my birthday, man. Starting my birthday. It's the birthday week.
Man, I told you I got friends that decide to do their birthday all week, all month. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck about my birthday. That's what you want to do. I'd be like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, we are gonna celebrate your birthday. But yeah, it is definitely the birthday week, and I have already started it off. Haven't been at work. This is Friday. Haven't been at work since Tuesday.
The life.
Yeah, kind of got a lot of rest in over the last couple of days. Earlier today, I went to the movies. As everybody knows, I'm a Marvel fan, and Thor: Love and Thunder just came out, so I had to go see it.
That was it, man.
It was cool. I will say that for me, and this is being a diehard Marvel fan, I will say that for me, it was a little too silly for my liking.
I thought, like, aren't Thors all silly though?
Not all of them. That didn't happen until like the 4th Thor, which was like Ragnarok. That was the one that started up, and it kind of started the silly Thor. The first 3 weren't even like that. They were, you know, more so serious. And I understand it. You know, a lot of people like the new version. And for me, it was just a little too silly. Like, I don't know. At some points in the movie, I could see myself not taking it seriously.
Yeah.
But I will say, you know, in true Marvel fashion, the fight scenes were amazing. The videography was amazing. So I still definitely appreciated the movie. Enjoyed it. You know, had a good time. So that was to start it off. Then after that, came over here. We got ready for happy hour, which we just came back from.
Yes, sir.
Which was very interesting.
Yeah. You like to pick certain places where
I do.
we don't necessarily fit the mold.
Yeah, I do. If you've ever been out with me, I do like to pick certain places that we are. And when I say we, I mean the people of the darker hue. We are not usually guest in.
Yeah.
I like to pick those places because I feel like this is not, you know, the 60s and 70s. We are welcome everywhere. And I will walk into anywhere and have a drink. So that was my pick for happy hour. Had a great time. Had maybe too many drinks.
Hey, my brother, you was throwing them bitches back.
Because
you came back to the table with like 6 drinks in your hand. I was like, whoa, all right. Let's see what kind of nights it's going to be.
Because I will say that I'm already feeling it, brother. But
definitely can see that.
Before we get into, you know, a few topics, I would like to say that I appreciate you, brother.
Okay.
I saw a couple of people that I was not expecting to be at happy hour. And I know I didn't, I didn't put it out there what the plans were for the night. So that means that you definitely hit them up on the background and said, we doing this for Walt's birthday, and I appreciate you, man.
Well, brother, you should see some more people too.
Well, I'm looking forward for the night.
We gonna get it popping.
I'm looking forward for the night. But yeah, man, thank you. I can already see that it's gonna be a great birthday weekend, and I am definitely looking forward to the rest of the weekend to see what's in store, man.
Well, I can't take all the credit. Shout out to T. She was my right hander.
Hey, shout out to
I couldn't
sis.
even remember the name of the bar that we were supposed to be going to, because we were supposed to go to that one
last week,
but
Yeah.
then it got changed to another one.
Yeah.
Then y'all went there and said it was whack.
Yeah.
And then we ended up going somewhere
Yeah.
else. So, yeah, man. I appreciate you too, my brother. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to soak some of this alcohol up in my stomach. So if you hear me smacking, I'm sorry. But if you like that
ASMR.
that one, because I was about to say,
I got you.
what's that Rihanna song?
S&M.
S&M. I was about to say that.
That's not it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I appreciate you as well, brother. Congratulations on another year.
Appreciate it.
Look forward to having you around. I'm super proud of you and everything that you're doing, the strides that you're making.
Thank you.
Just keep on, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to get into a couple of things on the show tonight. One thing that I think talked about last show, Brittany Griner is in headlines again.
Yeah.
And, well, I guess we can talk about that, and then we can talk about another topic that kind of stemmed from that. Let's talk about it. What happened?
So she just entered a guilty plea.
Okay.
Over in Russia. And there's been a lot of controversy on this side as far as comparison. I think us black men, we got drugged back into that for some reason. LeBron James is saying if this was LeBron James, then that he wouldn't be in there anymore. They would have already traded a prisoner for him. And
I don't mean to laugh, but I did see a crazy meme that came up as a part of that, and I saw the original message that said if this was LeBron James, we wouldn't even still be having this conversation, or he would already been back by now. And then somebody commented in the comment section that said, if this was LeBron, I'd be over there fighting myself.
I saw that earlier today too. And stuff. So, but that goes back into the dynamic of male versus female.
Okay.
Men versus women.
Now, here's my question, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. Obviously, we know that it's been too long. We know that she should be, or they should be back at this particular point in time. But at the same
American standards,
and yes, by American standards. My question, playing devil's advocate, did she not break the law?
From all the information that we're getting, yes, she did.
She did.
Yeah, from the information that we're getting,
or they did. I don't know what they identify as.
She's still a she.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Well, if they play in WNBA, then they have to identify.
Well, you never know.
Well,
Joanna
I
Man.
guess.
Joanna Man.
I love you, Joanna Man. I think.
Even though you.
Am I, man? Sorry, yeah. We just got out.
Yeah, don't mind us. But yeah. So, did they break the law?
They did.
And so,
well, according to the information that we got,
right. And so, for that instance, are we saying that we want it to be less strenuous, or we want, just because of who it is, and just because of, we want to write the narrative that we want to write? Are we saying that we want them released because of that, or, what is it?
I think it's just the current climate that we in, that everybody's just pushing. It's like a lot of woman empowerment, woman hear me roar, equal rights and everything like that. Because there's been plenty of Americans locked up overseas and stuff like that. Like they just now released a Marine that was over there for like 10 plus years. And I think there's still one over there that was got locked up on a conspiracy as far as spying and stuff like that. And it's just, they say it's just a trumped up charge. So I mean, in a sense, you want to be fair and be like, okay, if you've been there longer, then you need to come home. But at the same time, since she's more polarizing right now, I think it's been a bigger push. It's been, I mean, and I think it's both men and women that would love to see her come home. But at the same point, if you mess up over there, you can't dictate.
So going back to the previous comment, do you think that if it was somebody on, I'm not going to even say the larger scale, but I'm going to say on the equivalent scale as far as the NBA, and it being a male NBA professional, do you think that it would be a difference in the outcome?
No, I think it'd pretty be much the same.
Okay.
Because at this time right now, we're dealing with Russia. And I think really if she was just, well, shit, I don't even want to say if she was just like a regular American, that it would just kind of just brush over her. Yeah. But she's definitely, I feel like she's being used as a political pawn. Because they are trying to swap prisoners and stuff like that. And I think the person that they want back is an arms dealer or something like that.
Okay.
Like a really big arms dealer from Russia. So, you just got to kind of wait it because, you let somebody like that back out, ain't no telling what'll happen.
Now, additionally, there was, and I guess this is not related, but it kind of is, only dealing with the NBA or the WNBA. So, additionally, there have been headlines about, and I can't remember what WNBA superstar it was that just came out. It was either a tweet or it was an interview. And she said that, as far as the WNBA, they still flying, coach. They're traveling without security, you know what I'm saying? Like they're on basically regular flights versus where, the NBA has, private jets. They have their own security. They travel basically whenever they want to travel, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts or stance upon those comments, I guess?
To me, it's all about economics. Because it did tie into the Brittany Renner thing. Because
the who?
The Brittany Griner. I don't know why I said Brittany Renner. I must be feeling kind of
on level
frisky. Because it's been a lot of comments that if they made more in the WNBA, then she wouldn't have to go overseas to play basketball and stuff like that. But I think it's just all economics. The league doesn't make that much money. They've been operating at a loss pretty much since the inception. So it's a little bit hard to, I guess, just thinking from a business mind, to put money into something where you don't feel like you're gonna make it back. So like the advertisement, they don't know if they're gonna get enough eyes on the product and everything like that. But if they were at the same level as far as viewership and everything like that, I wouldn't have no issue with the equal pay. But I think it's just thinking from a monetary standpoint and business acumen is like I don't see.
Yeah, and I'll say this because I saw a Facebook post I think the other day that said it was basically the charge. It basically said if you want to see, because obviously this has been a big topic, in the media, and it basically said that if you want to see them gain the equal opportunity, then buy tickets, become a season ticket holder, or become a viewer. Become buy jerseys. And that's the thing. I think as far as it's concerned with the revenue, right? And I hate to say this, but I feel like a lot of women, feel like, oh yeah, we want to, like, I'm gonna speak out about this, but at the same time, I don't even support it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you don't
Yeah.
even have a lot of women. Most of the WNBA fans are
men.
male.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like either 60 or 80. I forgot what it is.
Yeah.
But majority of WNBA fans
Yeah,
are men.
and it's like you're saying that you want them to be treated equally, and you want them to be treated accordingly, but you don't even support their craft. Like you as a woman don't even support the WNBA. So, but you say that, oh, I want them to have the same equal rights, and I want them to have the same standards as the NBA. Well, on a finals game, you're talking about millions of viewers. I can't even tell you who played in the last WNBA finals, and I guarantee you don't know many people that can.
Chicago Sky won.
Who they play?
I forgot who they played, but I know that because Candace Parker.
Yeah,
just won, and they had a championship parade, and it was probably like 5 feet, and all the. Chelsea said she was there. How many people was out there?
But
it wasn't full, and the tickets was free.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't say, especially, like, here's my thing. Here's my issue. I feel like you have to support what you want to see thrive, right?
Yeah.
And that's when that goes to black businesses, that goes to women establishments, women, sports. You have to support what you say that you want to see thrive. And
I don't want to sound like a conservative, but like at a certain point, you do have to put in the work. You can't just wait for the handout.
Yeah, you do, and I agree. I agree that they deserve, all of those same attributes and same privileges. But at the same time, you have to bring in that same revenue.
Yeah.
The NBA is able to function as the NBA because of the revenue that it brings in.
And they do support the WNBA. I believe they give them like $10 million a year. And I guess, I'm guessing they're hoping for more.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, my thing is, and you know me, we've known each other for a while. My biggest saying for a lot of things is, if you gonna bitch about it, do something about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't be a part of the problem and or don't bring a problem and not be a part of the solution.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so that, for anybody out there that's listening to this, you know what I'm saying, if you feel like they are not getting the recognition that they deserve, and they are not, getting all of the attributes and the same treatments, or they're being treated differently under certain circumstances. Make sure you're supporting. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're buying those tickets. Make sure you're giving them those views. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't even paying attention to the shit, put it on in the background. Just viewer rates go up. Follow. We're in the age of social media. Follow the social media pages. If you feel like that's something that you stand firmly and strongly behind, then support it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Boost it up.
So, I mean,
NBA wasn't built overnight. So,
it's not.
So, I think as long as they keep on, if people keep supporting it, more people start supporting it. I think the advertising dollars are there, and I think that they might have to reach into some other avenues as far as their target audience. Instead of Gatorade commercials all the time, they may need to look into getting the Mac and
I was just gonna say something that maybe appeals to the female perspective more, or the female audience. I think I agree with you.
Because I don't think I've ever seen like a WNBA player just like in a
dolled up,
or even like in a feminine hygiene commercial or something like that. Not to sound sexist or anything like that, but I think it's. I mean, they normally you just see somebody running through the fields of flowers and stuff like that.
I will say this, that I have probably only ever seen a WNBA Gatorade commercial. I don't think I've seen
anything else.
Yeah. Like, it maybe a food commercial. like a fast food restaurant or something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like of,
I think I've seen a Subway one maybe before. But yeah, other than that, it has not been heavily advertised as far as putting content out there.
yeah.
So I just feel like if we say we want to see more of it, and we say that everybody wants to see them treated equally, then support it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another big thing that's been in the headlines this week was the Elon Musk and Twitter deal. I saw he pulled out from a $44 billion deal earlier this week.
Wow, that's my dude.
What you feel?
Hey man, that's a lot of money. Shit.
It's $44 billion.
For Twitter, I mean,
And-
I'm not even on Twitter like that anymore.
Yeah,
So
I don't
I don't know how active it is, but I'm assuming that it's still a pretty big platform.
I mean, it's been around.
Yeah. I'm assuming that he just didn't find the value in it anymore. I don't know. It's a rich people problem.
Like they said they might. They said they probably gonna sue him to try to, I guess. But let's be real.
If he signed a contract, then I'm
Well, at the
assuming-
same time, we've seen Elon Musk in the headlines a few times recently for kind of trying to manipulate, the stock market
yeah.
and all of that. So, are we running into an issue where, it's the elite?
Yeah, it's rich people problems. That's basically all it is. That shit won't make a difference in our lives.
Hell no. Is pushing the stock either way, whether you invested in it or not. And I think Twitter is a little too rich for my blood.
Yeah, it's up there. I can't afford a piece of that pie.
Yeah, so I don't know. So that's been going on. Another thing, and I think you brought this one to my attention, and that's been big in the headlines is, and I think we talked about it last week.
Yeah, or the week before that, one of them.
Yeah, we talked about
We talked about that with Yaba, I think.
yeah, we talked about Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey.
Yeah.
You brought this to my attention, so I'm gonna let you speak on it.
So apparently the word on the street, and I don't feel like being a mess.
Word on the street, I'm a suspect.
So apparently Michael B. Jordan broke up with Lori Harvey.
And not the other way around.
Yeah. Due to her not having any substance outside of her beauty.
Okay, now, so let me let me say this before we get into that, because I don't know if you saw the video that surfaced. It was basically I forgot the caption. I think it was something like, "I wish he would look at me like he looks at anime" type shit, and it had the video of Michael B. Jordan. He clearly looks like he's under the influence of some kind of substance, and he's watching an anime scene.
Yeah.
And she's filming him, and it looks like he's so engulfed.
Hey, brother. Hey.
So
We had that conversation on Saturday. I'm not gonna put it out here, but we had that conversation. I'll tell you about it. I'll remind you about it.
yeah. So do you think that it's one of those things to where they just may have not been compatible as far as just their, I guess, relationship standards, and even going down to personalities? Because I think there was a lot of shit that he was interested in that she wasn't, and vice versa.
And yeah, I think all that plays a part in it. Hot chew. Everybody chewing. It got anyway. I'm sorry. But I think it all played a part in it. Damn, it got me off my thought. Yeah, everybody that played a part in it. Having different interests. Those conversations, like what are we doing outside of fucking that? That we have in common.
Yeah.
And when everything else gets old, can we sit down? Can we have a conversation
And it just
what is your intellect like?
yeah, and I feel like it just didn't seem like they had that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shit, apparently they didn't, according to, the reason that they called it off. But do you think that could have been on because I think it came out that he said that she didn't have anything.
Yeah, basically like she was an airhead.
Yeah, she didn't have anything of substance after, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see how it unfolds because, I don't think we've heard her complete story. I really don't think that we've heard. Is all of this speculation or did this actually hit the media?
There's some media platforms that are saying that he had to sit down with Steve Harvey and he tried to reconcile everything, and he was like, nah,
Steve didn't call him a punk ass. That's his favorite phrase. He gonna call yo punk ass. He gonna call.
Boy, you crazy.
He gonna call everybody a punk ass. He didn't call Michael B a punk ass.
He probably did and stuff like that. But yeah, prayers to everybody. Hope everybody gets through it. It's hard out here. The dating scene is terrible.
There's pee in it.
That's why.
Pee in the dating pool.
That's why I'm out the.
That's why you opted out.
Yeah,
no, you're not.
Yeah, I've already
no,
opted
you're
out.
fucking not.
If I went after that, I would have shot my shot at a girl last night.
Well, you didn't shoot your shot because you would have been looking like the person that you already look like. So, Robert. So nah, but
She was legal.
So, but I feel like that brings us to the main topic, which is, so they have been dating for probably over a year now,
Close
right?
to it.
And so you get
Shout out to our producers in the background.
at what point do you get to where you say that, like, do you feel like you're drunk in love? And when I say in love, I think maybe puppy love, because I don't even think that you get past that phase to, it's around the 6 month year mark, right? That you in puppy love type shit. Do you feel like you just drunk in love to where you ignore certain things? Because my thing is, you get to this point, over a year in, and you say, oh, she's an airhead. You didn't fucking know that before now?
Let me tell you something. You will, depending on how attractive a woman is,
Yeah,
I am willing to put up with a lot of shit.
That's true. That we say that all the time. I think we've had this conversation before. We say that all the time about, you can get away with it, certain things.
Yeah, if you got a certain amount of pretty privilege, you be like, all right, I'll let that go.
Yeah.
Like I've seen somebody put a metal bowl in the microwave, and I didn't walk away.
Wait. You said what?
Nothing. Let's move on.
I would have cussed your dumb ass off of that shit. You let some. Wait, no.
I stopped it.
No.
It started. I stopped it.
No, but we gonna rewind. The fact that you didn't kick the motherfucker out. You allowed somebody to put a metal bowl in your microwave, and you didn't think
It was a teaching moment.
teaching above. So wait. What age range were we
We
at?
don't need to talk about
No,
all that.
we know we do.
We get too specific. I don't need no fucking phone calls about shit.
I'm just trying to understand because I'm not. It's not clicking in my mind.
This is back in high school.
Yeah, you're lying, but it's okay. I just feel, because I know you. I just feel like at what point do we stop becoming? Do we stop being drunk in love? Because I feel like 12 months in. So I think the saying is, you can hide or you can show somebody your representative for 6 months, right?
Not with me. Shit, my longest relationship was like 8 months.
No, what I'm saying is most people can show you their representative for 6 months, right? After that 6 month period, you kind of start seeing somebody for who they are.
I try to smoke people out early.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying we talking about most people. Most people can show you their representative for 6 months.
Yeah.
After that, they kind of start showing you who they are.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that a year and a half in, you just now realize that this person was an airhead.
I'm telling you, brother. Depending on how attractive somebody is, you're
I feel
willing.
you. I feel you.
Because a lot of times it's shit. I can't do better than this.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you start looking at you start weighing certain aspects
I have to agree there.
of your life, because when you're older, you'll put up with a lot more than what you did when you was younger. When somebody's a lot more attractive than you think that you deserve, you're more willing to put up with some stuff, even though people be shaking their heads in the background. It's true. And depending on it may be on based on past relationships, maybe your ex treated you like shit.
Yeah, I
now
agree.
This person treats you like less shit, but
I
they
agree.
don't treat you like you're actually supposed to be treated. But you know, like, okay, well, this is probably the best it's gonna get, and you kind of and I don't even want to say settle.
It's definitely a settle.
I don't want to say settle because I hate putting it out there, because
People settle all the time.
I would hate for somebody to say they settle for me.
Well, but sometimes you settle for other people too. And it is what it
Is
is.
it really settling, or is that who you're supposed to be with?
No, I think it's a settle. Once you get to a certain age, I feel like you do go through the phase of I'm getting older. Everything that was on my checklist originally, you know, this person doesn't meet all of them hoes, but you know, at the same time, like I said, I'm getting older. I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna find anything better, so let me just, you know, settle down with this person. And I think a lot of times that shit happens, and then you look up 5 years later and be like, I am fucking miserable. So so and you know, I was actually talking to somebody else about this, and this goes back to one of our earlier episodes when you know, we was just saying that somebody's, you know, it couldn't be me, as somebody else's, like, you know, I'm willing to deal with it. And do you think that comes with the mindset of settling, because you just feel like I've been through this, you know, one or two times before, and I feel like I'm at a point to where, hey, it's either now or never type shit?
I don't want to say settle. I want to say maybe it's
You hate that word, don't you?
yeah, maybe it's a change of standard.
Is that not settling?
Well, no, because sometimes your standard can be unrealistic.
Okay.
Because
Depending on age, or depending on, or just altogether?
just altogether.
Okay.
Like, you could say that you want all this stuff, da 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 da. You got a whole list, and say a woman wants a man. I think they call him like a 666, 6 figures, 6 feet tall, 6-inch thing, 6-inch plus thing, and stuff like that. Well, maybe you got a guy, and you realize, okay, it's only so many people that's over 6 foot.
Well, it's also, what are you bringing to the table to acquire that particular set
That as
of
well.
standards? Because a lot of you know, people say that they want this, this, and this, and they don't bring shit to the table. And you can't say that, oh, I want all of these qualifications and I can't cook. Like, the fuck type of shit is that? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like, I mean, that's just a one particular, you know.
yeah, like even with me, like, I had a list of I have a list of ideal woman.
Okay.
But I don't have everything on that list.
You
is,
also have a list of attributes. So,
yeah, all those things on that list aren't hard nosed. I guess you would say that. So some of that stuff can be
yeah,
flexible.
you got a red, yellow, and green.
Yeah, and stuff. So you can kind of like, okay, I'm giving this up, but she's got these qualities. I'm not gonna get somebody that has all these things and stuff like that. I think that's where a lot of people get caught up, where they try to find somebody that has every single thing, and they get stuck up on the one thing that they don't have. Long as it's not something that they don't have, that's just like
A red.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it's one of your red flags. My thing is, you gotta, when you're making that list, you have to make that list for yourself too. A lot of times, our issue going into the dating scene or relationship scene is the fact that we have these standards for somebody else, but we don't
hold ourselves to them standards.
Yeah, we don't iron out what attributes and what flaws do you bring to the table as well. Because at the end of the day, you have to be accountable for the shit that you got too.
Yeah.
You can't say that I want this, and this out of a person, but I don't bring shit to the table. But I also have a shitload of flaws. Like, my thing is, the first thing that you need to do is assess self. What am I bringing to the table?
Uh-huh.
What flaws do I have as well? And if you cannot assess those things in yourself, then you might need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Because if you're a person that thinks that you don't have any flaws, you are sadly mistaken. Nobody in this world, yeah, it's definitely a narcissistic trait. Nobody in this world has no flaws. Yeah. Unless your name is Jesus and you was made from immaculate conception. Yeah. So, you know. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get to that point to where what am I bringing to the table? Yeah. If I'm and be realistic about the shit. Let's be real. If I'm a 4 in the looks, then I need to be a 7, 8 in a couple of other places. Or if I can't cook, then I need to be, a 9, by the look standard. You gotta weigh yourself. Put it on the scale.
Yeah. Where you lack in some areas, you gotta be good to bring your average.
Yeah. So back to the main topic. How long do you stay in a relationship before you realize that this person is not meeting those particular 3 weeks?
That's just that was when I was younger. It was like that. Like I would try to find. I had a bad habit of sabotage. Self-sabotaging.
Okay.
In relationships, I would try to find the one thing that I could not stand about somebody, and it could be something just as petty, like, oh shit, her left toe, her pinky toe is like overlapping something, and it would just get the fuck on my nerves. I'd be like, I can't do this shit no more. Fuck this shit. Bitch, I leave. But I've since then, once I assess myself, and like, I have these flaws too. Like maybe my right eye is a little bit higher than my left eye, or something like that, or my head is off center or some shit like that. I mean, like, you gotta start to love those flaws. But far as character traits, I don't know, bro.
How long do you allow yourself to be drunk in love? I guess this is a twofold.
I'm drunk in love still.
Well, it's a twofold question. How long do you allow yourself to be that way? And then, well, because I said the other day, I feel like you can't tell nobody shit that's drunk in love. And that includes, like, the people that you hold dearest to you and closest to you. Like, they can't even tell you that, this is some stupid shit. Like, you look like a fucking fool. You know what I'm saying? How do you get to a point to where you pull yourself out of that shit?
You just got to see it for yourself. Nobody else can do it for you. They can.
That's true.
Put it out there, but until you have that aha moment, that epiphany where you see it for yourself, and then all that advice that people were trying to give you, you be like, okay, I see it now. Yeah. Now I have to do something. But love is a hell of a drug, brother.
A fucking drug. It's the strongest one that you can be addicted to. And I think, I hate to say it, but I feel like you don't have complete control and power over what you do until you're able to deny that drug.
Yeah. I guess I can see that. But it takes a long time for this shit to get out your system. Because a lot of people say they sober, and they've been sober for a while, but they still
subscribe. Yeah, still been shooting up, huh?
Shooting up their love,
and
stuff like that. You can say, oh nah, because I've gone through stuff like that. Be like, nah, I'm over her.
Yeah,
I'm over her.
Yeah.
But when I get home to this lonely ass apartment, I be like, shit, I almost made a fucking phone call the other night.
I'm glad you didn't.
But it wasn't for love reasons. It was
for lust reasons.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you. Yeah,
That was a terrible stroke. Just to let you know, Chelsea. Terrible stroke.
yeah.
So glad you're not a guy.
I feel like
Damn right.
You would get no cheeks.
none. I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard. I feel like it's hard to watch somebody go through being drunk in love, and you just be like, "You a damn fool." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I've been on both sides, so
I have too. And I feel like that's the worst. You know what I'm saying?
worse.
Yeah. To just be looking at somebody and be like, all right, like you keep allowing this particular person to do the same shit.
Yeah,
And you know the funniest thing is that you see, like, a person that's drunk in love will see issues in somebody else's relationship, and you just be like, you allowing the same fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I think that's the most crazy shit to me.
But that's the thing, though. Love is not a logical idea. It's very emotional. It'll have you doing stuff that you normally won't do. You really don't have an explanation for it. It's just all based on emotion, a very, very, very deep emotion. It's damn near, well, I would say it's equivalent to hate. Some people, they end up hating certain people, and it'll have them going outside their character,
Right,
and doing things that they wouldn't normally do. Or you might love somebody so much that you end up hating them. And it's all yin and yang and stuff. So it's a balance, but it's not logical at all.
yeah,
I think that's why men take longer to fall in love, because you have to make
because
a logical.
it's illogical.
You have to make a logical decision to make yourself, to let yourself fall in love.
Do you think love is illogical?
Very much.
Okay. And do you think that's why it takes
I
us
would,
as
I would
men?
say what's the word I'm looking for? Unconditional love is illogical. That deep love. Conditional love is based on logic. This person can provide this and this, then it's all good. But once they stop providing that, then the love is not there.
Okay.
But unconditional love is, regardless of what this person does, it's love. It's love. It's love. They can hurt me, it's still love. They
Gotcha.
can steal from me, it's still love. They can put their hands on me, but it's still love. So I think that's once the emotion takes over the logic, that's when it gets good or bad, depending
Gotcha.
on where you hit it.
All right. Yeah. I feel like that unsubscribe button needs to click that hoe, because that shit is stupid. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, you fuck around and do a lot of dumbass shit.
Hey, brother.
Subscribing to that love.
My time has been plenty of places out of love.
You said what?
Huh? Let me tell you something, brother. If 18-year-old ex could talk to 33-year-old ex, he would be so disappointed in the shit that he's done.
You think so?
Yes, because I said I was never gonna do none of that shit,
Well, yeah.
and I was in there
You was in that bitch subscribing.
subscribing, ding ding, turn on notification bell and everything. I was like, you know what? It's a hell of a drug.
I feel you, brother. It's been another good one. We gonna continue this conversation at karaoke and finish up 46 and get ready for the birthday.
So we're gonna put this on tape so we can talk about it next time.
Okay.
I remember what the topic was.
What was the topic?
Men are not intimidated by
A strong woman.
strong women, but it is the shit. I thought I remembered, but it's how you handle that. God, what is,
We'll figure it
I
out.
remember what it was.
We'll figure it out for episode number 47. That just know it's gonna be along the lines of that, and we'll cover that topic on 47. But y'all know how it
It's
is.
probably on your jacket for
It is.
For
It is. We can't let you go without the top three, and because we on birthday behavior and it's the birthday week, top three birthdays. What you got, brother?
One time for the birthday, bitch. Okay. You wanna go back and forth or just
We can go back and forth.
okay. I am going to go I'm gonna say 18.
Okay.
For one of mine. Just because you feel like you're legal but you're not really legal.
Okay.
And I think I went to what I do. I was still in high school when I was 18, but I ended up going to a strip club for my 18th birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a good time.
Okay. My first one, and these are all gonna be adult birthdays because I told you, for some reason my childhood
none of
be
that
gone. So my first one is going to be 25, because that was my first. That was the first time that I decided that I was going to start traveling on my birthdays, and so 25 I actually hit Miami for the first time.
Okay.
It was a movie, man. I'm talking about we
What
hit
kind
the
of movie? NC-17?
now it's
Okay.
TVMA. It was first time hitting Miami. Ended up getting in, and let me tell you, at that point in time, was still broke. Wasn't making no good money. But for whatever reason, my earlier trips, you know what I'm saying, when I went out of town, like, we would find random shit to do on a budget. And so this particular trip had a party limo, drinks, went to King of Diamonds, which is known in Miami, and just kind of got the real turn up for real cheap. Don't even know how it happened, but I'm talking about was out of there. A couple of people on that birthday got way more fucked up than I did, which is like, this is my birthday, but whatever. But had a good time. So 25 was definitely one for the books.
Okay. I am going to say I was gonna go 21, but 21 wasn't all that great. I say like 13.
So 24.
No. My age. 13.
Oh, your 13th birthday.
Yeah, 13th
Okay.
birthday.
Tell us about it.
Cause you start. Well, that's when you kind of start smelling yourself. You getting ready.
Probably because you stink.
Well, yeah, that too. Well, no, I started stinking probably at 10. That's when we had the class at elementary school.
Smell checks.
They was like, this whole school smells like fucking Whataburger in this
Corn
bitch.
chips.
Y'all need to wash your ass, your armpits, and put this on. Matter of fact, they gave me Old Spice deodorant. That shit fucking
Broke you out.
burned my damn armpits. But you know, that was 10. I'm on 13. That's like you know, you getting ready to go to high school. It was just a lot of stuff going on around 13. I think that was some more of my happier unresponsible times.
Okay. My next one is gonna be 27.
Okay.
It was, I think I actually, that was a trip that I had to Jamaica.
Okay.
So it was my first time being international. Just the vibe, man. Did so many things. That was the first birthday. So 25 was the first birthday that I started, just really traveling on my birthday. But 27 was the birthday that I vowed to myself that every time I did something, like every new year for me would be a new venture, a new activity, and I would do something that year that was that I wasn't used to doing, that was out of my comfort zone, and just kind of experiencing life on my vacations. So I ended up doing a lot of shit like snorkeling and all that kind of shit that I had never done before. So that was a great trip, definitely a great experience, and I'm gonna say that's my number 2.
Okay.
Or number 2. I'm going from 3 to 1.
3 to 1. Okay, these are no particular orders, but I think this was probably my favorite birthday. 31.
Okay.
That was when I shaved my head. Had a lot of friends around me. I was open to being in another relationship. Was open to falling in love again. Was ready to start healing. Was ready to start forgiving a lot more, and kind of breaking those emotional strongholds. Even though it took probably like another 2 years for me to fully get into that.
Yeah.
But I think that was the starting point. Just having a lot of family and friends around. I cooked gumbo and everything like that. Everybody had a good time. That was up there.
Okay. I'm going to have to go along the same lines and say 31 for me.
Okay.
I will say 31. Y'all were around. Majority of people in this room were around. 31 was a birthday that I really started to see that people really got your back. People tried to make that birthday for me really memorable, and I think that's maybe the first time that I had experienced that. As far as like, you get to a point sometimes to where you do so much for other people, and you never expect it in return, but to get it in return and to grasp that feeling is something that is very hard to put in words. And so I will say that for y'all to do that for my 31st birthday was something that really stood out, really meant a lot to me, and it goes down in the books as of now as probably my best birthday to date.
You gonna get that drunk tongue. Now I'm slurring my words. Drunk tongue together.
Yeah. Y'all let us know in the comment section what's y'all top 3 birthdays. We got a lot still going on for the weekend, so we're gonna let y'all have it. We'll see y'all for 47. Y'all know how it go. You can agree with us, you can disagree with us, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Father, fuck you.
At the end of the day, that's just our 2 cents on the man. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all next week for 47.
All right.